My name is Corey Marriott, and I work here at Blue Alpine. I'm one of the owners, and I am generally over sales and marketing, and I was originally helping with development and like R&D, but I've kind of transitioned into, sales and marketing now. So before this, I was a firefighter by trade. So I went to school for 4 years to become a firefighter paramedic, and I liked owning my own business more. So I quit that job and started doing this.
My name is Brent Marriott, and I am in charge of production and kind of the day-to-day but strategic outlook of what we're trying to do here at Blue Alpine. Before Blue Alpine, I did a couple different jobs. I used to build rockets, and then I built CNC milling machines, and then I built trains, and now I build freeze dryers.
So my name is Tim Marriott. I'm one of the owners here at Blue Alpine. Each owner has a different role in the company. I work in design and research and design. I am a design engineer. I also am the one who basically came up with the design for the freeze dryer.
So the other owners are my two brothers, Brent and Tim. So Brent is my twin brother, looks just like me, and Tim, he's my younger brother, but he's definitely the brain behind the operation.
I think the hardest thing about being in business with your brothers is that there is some banter that comes with that. We're more comfortable to speak our minds and to argue our points, and we're a little bit more stubborn with each other because of that, which can lead to animated discussions, if you will. My brothers are everything you'd want in a business partner. They work hard, they work a lot of hours.
We are all a little bit workaholics. We are trying to do better to, especially for our wives' sake, to not work so much and work more reasonable hours.
At the same time, I think we all kind of understand that family time comes first. Corey and I saw an opportunity with freeze dryers being an up-and-coming market.
There's not like a clear path forward when you're starting a company. Like they say, don't gamble more than you can stand to lose. And like we gambled everything on Blue Alpine. Like if we lost, like if it didn't work out, like we were going under.
So we didn't take outside funding. We bootstrapped the entire company ourselves, which takes a lot of sacrifice and a lot of discipline. This freeze dryer, we basically over-engineered it as much as we could so that when we launched, we would be a successful company. And I think because of that, we were able to be profitable in our first year, which is kind of rare for startups like this. Nothing was stable when we first started. It kind of felt like this business was like a rocket taking off, and we were just trying to hold on to it.
So they needed a lot of help with like the operation of the business and the optimization of the product. The sales for Blue Alpine took off really fast all of a sudden, and there just wasn't enough bodies on the floor to solve all the problems.
We were wearing all the hats. I was doing shipping and manufacturing and sales and customer service. Like I was doing everything. Like I was on the phone and trying to build freeze dryers. Like it was just nuts.
Corey and I have no idea what we're doing when it comes to production. We are very good at marketing, at R&D, at starting companies. It's a whole nother thing when you need to create an actual production line.
I remember just walking outside and calling Brent and be like, dude, we need you here. We were so desperate in that moment. Like we needed all the help we could get. What do you need? Like what can we do to get you out here? And he's like, hey, I'm your brother. Like, yeah, I'll come out and I'll be there next week.
I could tell by the desperation in his voice that he was very serious. And so I took a week off from work to come up to Idaho and actually work. They needed a lot of help with like the operation of the business and the optimization of the product.
Brent has spent his whole career developing production lines, developing assembly lines, and like figuring out processes and running like large teams.
So it was more than just hiring on our brother to be a partner in the business. It was more, we needed somebody to head up production, to be the head of production. He was the most qualified person for the job.
One of the biggest things is actually bringing Brent on as kind of like our COO, like our Chief Operating Officer.
I mean, I'm not officially the COO. We don't actually have titles, but functionally I am the COO. You can grow too fast in a company. The hardest thing about this company has been how fast we've had to grow.
Brent has been working in industry as a manufacturing mechanical engineer, and he really specialized in production lines. So he built rockets.
Yes, I went from building rockets to making freeze dryers. That is a very truncated summation of that, yes. So
he was making a lot more money before he came here, and So he took a giant pay cut, come here, help us get started. We've definitely grown into being a professional company since Brent's been here.
I took about a 50% pay cut to come work here. I think it's worth it, yeah. So, I mean, the goal is that eventually one day it'll all pay off. We'll be able to make a lot of money and have a lot of fun doing it. One thing that's really nice about working at a company that you own is being able to prank your brothers while you're at work, and that's pretty entertaining. All the things that come with brotherhood.
Brent and Corey love to pull pranks on me, especially when we were young. It started in high school, and they tried to trash can me on my first day at high school. And yes, they have buried my car in snow and done all sorts of stuff to me.
I took probably 30 feet of one of our driveways and just made sure that all was directed 100% on my little brother's car, and it was pretty great.
It's a huge concern for a lot of people that we're a brand new company. Most companies fail in the first 5 years. Are we going to be another one that just fails?
We were profitable within our first year, which I think is a huge milestone for a company like us. I think, it speaks for itself, basically.
Blue Alpine doesn't own any debt, period, full stop. We own all of our inventory outright, we own our building outright, which I think is a really strong position to be in. There's no creditor that can come calling.
We are here for the long haul. We are here to develop a competitor in the space that can be here and offer a good quality machine for a very long time. The worst thing about the Blue Alpine freeze dryers is that we can't keep them in stock.
Yeah, there will always be a demand for freeze dryers, and so I don't personally foresee this company going anywhere
unless we choose to give up. No, I don't plan to give up at all. We're just not quitters like that. So
I think as long as we continue to focus on customer service and quality, we will always be a company. Those two things are the focus of our company. And I think that's why if you're going to spend this kind of money on a freeze dryer, on an appliance, you should go with a company that can support you. We don't outsource our customer service to another country.
We are designed and assembled right here in the USA. When you call up customer service, you talk to a human here in the United States that knows about the machine. They've actually built these machines before. We are only going to build this stuff here in the United States. We have zero plans of moving customer service overseas, moving the production overseas. Obviously, we get parts from all over the world, but ultimately they have to be designed and assembled here in the United States, 100%. And that's never going to change.
That is the bulk of my job, is listen to what the customers are saying and then go and implement changes because of that. And it can be stressful at times when, there's multiple customers having the same issue, but it's also really rewarding when we solve it and then we're able to help them through it.
We focus on quality a lot, and we don't just say it, we actually believe it.
If I had to sum up the mission of Blue Alpine in one sentence, it would be, providing food security for anyone that's interested.
We want to make sure that people, are able to support themselves and their families through hardship, through natural disasters, for a rainy day, basically.
COVID, for example, I think it showed a lot of people that it's hey, the supply chains aren't quite as strong as what we think.
You should buy it from us if you want the best customer service and the best quality. Our mission really is to have, to help our neighbors with food stability. And that is our mission, whether, you buy it from us or not. It's probably a little too honest for marketing, but it's the truth.